trashing Melania Trump's new White House portrait for looking more like a guest in The Apprentice, they wrote, or a freelance magician than a first.
A magician, you don't say? I guess it's just a coincidence that her portrait over here looks exactly like the Seal of Solomon. For those who do not know, this is the Great Seal of Solomon, which of course goes back to esoteric occult knowledge. So now, as you saw with that photo, the double triangle of Solomon is represented by the ancients of the Kabbalah. I'm sure this right here is just a coincidence, how Ivanka Trump was caught wearing the red string of Kabbalah. And for those who do not know the red string of Kabbalah, you can see this right here, how wearing a thin scarlet or crimson string is a type of talisman. And this is a Jewish folk custom which is practiced as a way to ward off misfortune which is brought about by the evil eye. And as we can see right here, this tradition is associated with the Kabbalah. And for those who do not know what the Kabbalah is, it is a form of Jewish mysticism that adds spiritual depth to Jewish practice, knowledge, and text. And as we can see down here, it is all about esoteric knowledge. And that's what you are seeing right here with this esoteric symbolism, where we can see this Seal of Solomon is all about the duality, the God of light and the God of reflections, mercy and vengeance, the white Jehovah and the black Jehovah, the as above, so below. And of course, this esoteric symbolism would not be complete without the obelisk behind her. You know, the same obelisk that likes to reflect off the water in Washington, D.C. that gives the as above, so below symbolism. That is exactly 555 feet tall, which happens to be 6,660 inches tall. And how we also know that the obelisk has been associated with the occult. And as we can see in ancient Egypt, the obelisk was a symbol of the phallus, or more specifically, the phallus of Osiris. And of course, her photo is done in black and white, once again symbolizing the duality. And it's also seen in Freemasonry with their checkered board floors. And of course, she had to wear her black and white Saturn hat at the inauguration, which was performed right here, underneath the apotheosis of Washington, which is all about ascending and becoming a god. And of course, George Washington here is giving the as above, so below symbolism, which they are very blatant with showing off. But this should not be a surprise to anybody because he was a Freemason first, and then the first president of the United States. Now, I could keep going, but I wanted to make a shorter video here for you guys to understand the symbolism is everywhere. And they don't try to hide it, they put it right in your face because they are mocking us. But through it all, it's going to be critical that we keep our eyes focused upon the Lord, realizing that we are in hostile territory, that the enemy is everywhere and they operate through deception and manipulation. So with that being said, take the commandment that Jesus left us with to be as wise as a serpent and innocent and gentle as a dove, taking heed that nobody deceives you and that you rest in the Lord and you lean upon him for all understanding and wisdom. And I really cannot stress to you guys enough right now how hostile this world is, how the enemy is literally everywhere, and we need to be on guard. We need to be wise as a serpent, but gentle and innocent as a dove. And the only way we can do this is by resting in the Lord, leaning upon him, and seeking him with a sincere heart postured towards him, guys. Really abide in him, in his love, and his grace and mercy, and really walk by faith, not by sight. So with that, guys, I love y'all so much. God bless. Remember, the just shall live by faith.